Twin Flames, welcome to my channel, Rainbow Wizard. I'll be doing a reading for you. It is for the end of November. It is for Twin Flames in separation, in situationships, relationships, anyone that is on a twin flame journey. Welcome, and I hope you are doing really well. It is very early here. I'm actually wearing my pajamas. It has star signs on it, so I thought it is appropriate. And I'm still trying to wake up. Sometimes, as you all know, sleeping don't always go per schedule, but I'm in a good mood nevertheless. I hope you are too. So I'm going to give it a shuffle. Let's dive into your reading, dear Twin Flames. I hope you had a wonderful week. We are in Scorpio season, although next week moving into Sagittarius season. All right, that card's going to be left behind. Thank you for sharing your stories, for your amazing, kind, warm, funny comments as well. So it always makes me very happy, and yeah, it does feel like we are all very connected, and I'm sure I will be, we will have a great Christmas party if we were to get together. That would be something, hey? Yeah, so I am now done with my shuffling and ready to start your reading there, Twin Flames. As always, I am drinking coffee, water, so bear with me. It's the only way I can talk. Yeah, it tells me to stop here. All right. The Star. So this came out here. It's something about someone cannot see how they can get back out of the cold and back into this union with you. But you might also have purposely left this person out in the cold, because what started from their end as perhaps someone did just when missing in action to get some attention, perhaps. Excuse me. This can be here actually. It actually ended up being, so I'm picking up this, a lot of messages coming to my mind. I'm also getting this song, I'm not going to sing it, lucky for you. I had to lose you to love me. What started off as perhaps a quiet time, no communication, you extended this period, or the period was extended, and during this time you have started to invest in yourself in a way that you love yourself more, and you have poured away your emotions for your twin for the moment. It's as if you are saying, well, I needed to go in here to get help. That help was to love me. And whilst I love me, I love someone else a little less. I am not really giving this person the time and attention. And it has really helped you to really get the sparkle back in maybe your career, your passion, and you have this twinkle in your eye when people around you, they're noticing that, oh, someone could have noticed you as someone that, oh, they're having a downtime, or they haven't heard from you. This is people around you in general. But you were going through something internally that you had to lose someone to love you. Now, you have created a very balanced and very safe and very stable foundation for yourself in some aspects of your life. This has to do more when it comes to the opportunities that you can choose from moving forward. So, but you are choosing one opportunity at the moment. You're holding on to it, and you're standing and you are looking ahead, right? The person that is showing up, and it is your counterpart we are looking into. As we do the reading, there could be other people coming up in the reading, I will let you know. But when we're looking into your counterpart, now See, their intentions was not to reject this love, but this was the outcome. See, this is someone that perhaps were not single, or they were not as independent as you. Perhaps they thought they had to be more independent. It's something they have been working on, but it took too long. Now, there could also be something to do with tradition, religion, marriage, well, an institution, something they had to keep up that was pulling you apart. So what was pulling you apart here was also obstacles that was in between this union, and those could vary. This hierarchy, this tradition is falling apart around your person. Your person is going through a major change. Now they want to take action towards the Queen of Cups. You could have water in your chart. Perhaps you have Pisces. They desire to give you this coin. It's tangible. They know they are loyal to this union. They know this union is spiritual. They're also receiving a spiritual lesson. Now, interestingly here, it is that this person, while they're going through a tower moment, what you do not see coming is that someone here is becoming the King of Cups. This is someone that is ready to be vulnerable, someone that is ready to give love, someone that is ready to be very open about their love. Now, I do see, due to perhaps another situation, someone prioritized this tradition. Let's say it's more of a tradition. That means a community, or again a marriage. I'm just seeing that they prioritize what is in place around them. So this union for them, it didn't seem real. Therefore, they rejected this union because they went with the Hierophant, the tradition, right? But actually, going with the tradition, they didn't really, they looked at the traditional values as a face value, as something that it cannot be changed in a rigid sort of way. But they didn't look at the Hierophant as a spiritual journey in a rigid sort of way, right? They didn't, the way they viewed what the Hierophant represent is falling apart. So they are going through this, everything is changing around them. It's not how they originally thought life and the structure around them was meant to be. When once it's falling down, this person here is starting a spiritual journey. Now, this is someone that's trying to connect with you through their dreams. This person and you have history. Even if it's not in the 3D, you certainly have that in the 5D. They're twin flames. However, I do see that this tower will continue to fall, and it has to be broken down completely. A shake up of the tower, you know, people can pack their stuff, move back inside, right? It has to fall, it has to be eliminated for them to continue to go through this dark night of the soul, the death and the dark night of the soul, and continue to go through a change here. But I see for you, and we'll look into you in a minute, that because you are emotionally, it's taken you a long time to shift your emotional focus. It's more of the emotional focus when it comes to this twin flame, that right now you do not feel anything. So you're going with what your passion are. And that puts you on a distance from your person. Whereas they are doing the opposite. They are going towards you. They're opening up. So let's look into your counterpart, my dear twin flames. I'll find a deck here. All right. Sorry, I have not seen that. I haven't got all my set of decks in order. Okay. The person that is your counterpart, they could have Earth in their chart, especially Taurus. There could also be Scorpio. They could have a Scorpio ascendant. They could be born on the cusp of Taurus, I'm getting. They could also have other earth elements in their chart. Spirits, what messages would you like to share regarding my dear twin flames counterpart situation, surroundings, their feelings, their intentions in November? They have to finalize all right. They're investing in a growth that is happening very slowly. They are very focused on a financial win. There could be a small win for them, and they could get a little greedy and want things to go too fast, so much that this person becomes a bit obsessed. They might have an addiction of some kind. It doesn't tell me what yet. Something about becoming a little less human, when they can turn off their emotions, or there is something about them soaking about love. Now, it's quite interesting because your person is going through a journey of also discovering self-love, but they haven't really reached that place yet, I'm seeing. Therefore, they are often seeking connections that has not that love, because they don't feel as empty. But when they met you, something inside of them rebelled. They felt empty, they felt angry, because they did not want to address that wound of them when it comes to loving themselves. Because to love your twin flame truly, it is to love yourself. And I mean, personally, when someone told me in my 20s or 30s or even early 40s, what is self-love, I understood it sounded very great. It sounds great, right? But I don't think it's like with the word love in general. I think we go through our life and we experience different phases what that means. So someone here thought that mean that, you know, they are good looking, right? Or they love the way they look after themselves. That's love. Yeah, it is loving yourself, of course, to look after your appearance as well. Everything counts, but their ego was telling them something else that is not love. It's more of an addiction. It's more of an obsession here about themselves. They're prioritizing themselves in the way that they are ignoring love. Something happened to them when they were younger that they became so bitter about, and now it's stayed with them, right? They are now, I see that, yeah, okay. So it's possible here with the Justice that karma has caught up with them. It's possible that someone they were collaborating with, perhaps something is coming to an end, or there is a cause and effect. There is a balance here. There could be a court order. Some of them got a punishment from, like, it could be a fine, anything from a fine to a big something to do with a car I'm picking up, or they caused also a problem with their addictions. They could have caused an issue with the connection they're in. Could be family members, right? And now they have to pay for it. So I see that it caused havoc here. It could have also affected a child, something to do with child support I'm picking up. Now, their intentions is to pay up, or to fix what they damaged, and they want to shoot off. They want to shoot off towards this connection, but see how they want to shoot off. Their intentions here is they're overcomplicating why this twin flame union is in separation. So they're obsessed with connecting with you, but at the same time, see, they're more obsessed with themselves, and they are angry about love not working out for them. So in their mind, they are still thinking how they did when they experienced the trauma, and they are angry. So it doesn't really, it's not a productive place, and it's definitely not, they're not in a place where they can show love in the way that a twin flame is aligned and together, right? So this is someone that is going through, there is a tower moment happening around them, so meaning that the structure that they had before is being torn down, but they are fighting for it to stay. So they are not really fighting for it to crumble and, you know, build it again. They just want the tower to remain a tower because they become comfortable with pain. And I do see here something to do with their legacy. They have to invest in the legacy, but they are walking away emotionally. See here, yeah. And we go, sorry, I'm going to look into. So what is happening to them is that there is a lot of resistance. So they, in their environment, this person is fair. They are someone that deal with their consequences. And this time around, it has to do with finances, perhaps, or it has to do with the debt they have to pay up. So yes, they're doing that, but they still have the selfish way that, oh, when I've done that, I need to have, you know, I need to be rewarded, but in a way of like it's payback time. This person is often out for revenge, or they're often out to rebel. So this kind of rebellious way, it's kind of their intentions is to be rebellious. Their intentions is to say, well, once I'm out of this, I'm going to be rebellious, but rebellious to who? So it could be that they are rebelling against the tradition, right? So let's say that the community is looking at them. This could be someone that's living in a place where I don't really see community where everyone is looking at them, but in a way where there is family, friends, their circle, they believe in a religion, let's say, and they know that right, there's something about rebelling towards that. They're rebelling towards that, thinking that, well, I'm going to be good here, but I'm going to rebel here. And thinking that that's going to be an equilibrium, that everything now is balancing out. So because they are in one place, they are giving and wanting to accept the justice. On the other side, they want to tear it down, so that's their way of balance. But that's not really balance. That's sort of putting on a, you know, it's just a big contrast here. And that's where the tower comes in. They have the opportunity here to go through the death. Their intention, see, it is they could be battling an addiction or aggression. There's a lot of argument and turmoils and destruction here. So where do you come into the picture? If you're in a relationship and you are face to face with this person, you could observe this person is like what part of their life they are someone that they do the bare minimum, but they could be a functional alcoholic, let's say, or they do the bare minimum and they are sort of, but it's a bit like a kid that's sort of, I'm picking up someone, it's, I don't know if there is something called like a community service or something. Let's say that the police have said, right, for the next 300 days, you have to wash the walls, right? But then they are so pissed off, they have to get an outlet from being pissed off at this tradition, right? But it's not really, you know, there's not really one person watching them and picking up. It's more that they are ruled by their own ego, and the devil saying, well, you got to get this out of your system, because look, today you had to be this goody two shoes doing this. Well, what do you do to rebel, to revenge, to show that that's not what you accept? You do something that is causing chaos. So that's what they're doing. They're angry, so they cause chaos. They could then, let's say after they finish, they could just get ridiculously drunk, and then they're just causing havoc because their anger is inside of them. And whilst they're doing this, it's something about the tower shakes. So that could be, again, right, let's say if they live in a home, of course, most likely, right, there is something about their surroundings cannot deal with them and their behavior, right? So the tower will come. This could be this person, right? They are making something up to someone. This could also be a Queen of Cups. Could be dealing with a Libra. They could have to repay something to a Queen of Cups, which is a Scorpio. I'm seeing here a Scorpio is asking them to pay up. If there has been a divorce or separation from a Queen of Cups, Scorpio, they have a child that is a fire sign. They are saying that you have to pay up. And then because of the child, so their tradition, so they're following. This is someone that could be sort of have their own version of the 10 Commandments. So they say, I follow these 10 Commandments, which is attached to my culture, religion, right? Let's say if you're Christian, just as an example here, then I tick that off my list. But they have their own selective hearing and a selective view on how that looks like. But then they don't have any commandment saying like, how can you treat the surroundings afterwards? There is something about them losing control of that behavior. Losing control of how they're rebelling against the Hierophant here, right? It's like, it's being two-faced. It is someone in another perspective being in a workplace, and then let's say the vice president, right? There are sort of, the vice president have said to the board that the board or the managers have to tell the people in the office, all right, now you have to work 6 days a week until Christmas, right? Because we will get together. And they are like, yes, sure, I do that. But they know that they have to give up their other job that they love. But they, instead of going to the board and saying, look, I appreciate you having to do this, but I can't do this, right? Instead of having the courage to say it to the tradition themselves that this is where I don't believe it, because if I do that, then I'm going to lose my shit, right? Whatever it is, they have not dealt with it when it comes to communicating. They have sort of, this is someone, it's a grand example of someone who has trauma, but they bite their bullet when it comes to, this could be someone that have said you have to respect the elders, or you have, because this is someone older than them, it could be a mother, but it's something about, it's by law, you have to do that, right? It's by law, you have to do that. But because they are so against actually doing it, they don't want to do it. But they do it because they believe in the Hierophant, they have to do it, but they are so bitter and it becomes less human. So they get on the phone to their friends, or there's someone around them where they're just like, it's like going ballistic. So they could take the, a stiff drink times 10, right? Or they could be like rebelling in front of their friends. It's just something that they're like, but they think that they are showing their Hierophant, look, I can be good, but look, now when I have been good, I can be bad. But that bad side is distracting for them, and is definitely distracting for this union. But actually, this journey they are going through is going to be an important chapter, because only when the tower has fallen completely down and they are going to show their true face to the Hierophant, and that is to say, you know what, I wasn't really doing that for you. It was not my intentions. I shouldn't, it's just someone that's putting on a two-face instead of being upfront. This is someone that there could be so many different examples, to be honest with you. This could be someone that almost killing themselves to do something for one person here, or I just see it for one person. So let's say it's just actually painful because they are adding fuel to the fire when they're out of there. So let's say that they have to be at work at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's just tearing down their health, but they're able to put on a brave face. But it's something about as soon as they clock off, they go for a revenge spree around to the same person they're trying to be good to. That's what they keep repeating. And so coming back to you, my dear twin flames, you could also see this person doing that to you if you don't really have a communication with them, because there are so many different twin flame journeys, right? So you could have observed their cycle. They have many cycles, and as long as you were there, this person managed to keep their cool. But since you have walked away, I see emotionally, whether you are around them or not, there's something about you detaching yourself. They don't have their other half can't even, because they are just in their shadow side, their other half can't support them, and that's where the tower will fall. So we have here the Four of Cups, the Devil, the Five of Wands, the Ten of Swords. Right. Oh my goodness. I did a Cancer reading this week, and I saw someone in the Cancer reading dealing with some crumbling, shocking revelation, shake-up, awareness, surprise. They are now unsure. I do see here that they are supposed to be somewhere else, but they are denying themselves that somewhere else. This is someone that constantly have to rebel against the authorities, but they are not really. See here, this could also be. I have strong signs here of Scorpio and a Taurus female. A very strong energy here. There's a structure being torn apart. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing again and again. So it's not for everyone that it is a relationship, right? They have a spouse. I'm seeing as well, this is more towards their mind as a whole, for a way of viewing life. It is the same as someone could also say that when I am with this crowd, I drink because the crowd makes me drink. But it's always the person that does the action, takes the action, right? It's never really ever an environment that can make someone act a certain way if you have your life under control. So they are controlled. On one hand, the Hierophant, which can be a spiritual path and an awakening, but they don't view it this way. They view the Hierophant as, I've been born into this religion, this way of thinking. My mind is conditioned this way. I keep this up, and therefore I do my duties. I'm very loyal. And in their way, they are saying, you know, God, how did you treat me so unfairly? Or their spirit guides, or just in their mind, they are loyal. But the devil here is giving them it's like a warped idea, a warped view on life, how to live. They are always quite angry. They could also have a relationship with the mother figure they have to heal. So maybe they have a mother figure that have a bit of narcissistic traits. So it is that they don't really realize the difference. And again, when it comes to those traits, I know it's a label that is used in recent years. Personally, I would say it's always easier to really speak about a set of behaviors, because even though you call someone a narcissist, right? So whichever label in any way, so it's more which set of behaviors does this person have that makes them a bad set of behaviors, or that is a negative effect, right? So I see that in this case, those set of behaviors is someone showed them that as soon as there are people around, they will always look their best, right? They will always make sure that they put the mask on, but they will, their house will be sparkling clean. They will put on their fun, playful attitude, but the same person could go back into their bedroom and they could use whatever vice needed to use to get through it. It doesn't always have to be substance or alcohol. That's just one thing of temptation. But I see that this person could grow up in a household more so than a person to keep up that nice investment, to keep up the facade, let's say in a workplace where they invest, and for the community to see them as very nice and very, a good citizen, right? They lashed out on your person when they came back, or see here, they when they come back, plates were flying, right? They needed their fuel because they had kept up, especially if someone had that set of behaviors starting with the N word. I don't usually like to, it's like they have people in their circle, they take that out on. So it's when they went out in the community, they are sort of saying, okay, I've done my part, I've done my service. Everyone else thinks that I'm the goody two-shoes one, but when they get home, they are so angry at they have obeyed because they view themselves as the Holy Grail. So when they come home, they will show that environment that they are the Holy Grail, and God help anyone that does not follow their wrath, but they will cause, so your person have seen someone act this way, so they are mirroring. Until they met you, they have seen another way. They do not see you react to their behavior. You have not responded with anger and hate and a set of behaviors that are negative. Rather, you are showing them a different way. They are discovering that within themselves here, there is a different way to deal with an outlet that they feel they won't have to show because they are forced to do something they don't want to do, right? So it's going in a vicious circle until the tower is falling down. And I see that they could have, again, they found a way of not really giving into love, but still have offers in love. They see what's happening, but they ignore it because the devil is what is giving them instructions. The devil tells them, again, that they don't have to even call it a devil, like the part of them that is less human, addictions or where they were intimidated, where there is excessivity, it's saying, no, you must not tolerate it. How do you stop to tolerate it? Whatever they do, there is something that is sabotaging. It's a huge sabotage, and they can come in so many different forms. It has to do with their health. Usually, bad behavior often has to do with health. I can't be stereotypical, but I think if a person was living on, on an island, living on pure fruit and just have a great night's sleep, right? Do you think this person would be better behaved? Yes, of course. So this could be, again, a random example, but this person is someone also, they cannot handle their money. They think that they are raising a child or being a good example, but they are not. The child is seeing them, chaos erupts at home. I'm seeing here really someone that not necessarily have it's like they don't really have a child of their own necessarily. This could be someone that is a Queen of Cups. This could also be a family member. There's something they are bound to by the Hierophant, but they moved away. They don't really want to be there, but they're still holding themselves there. So of course that can also be having to be there for a family member that is ill. There are so many situations that anyone cannot, it's always difficult to say, oh, what's easy to do, what's not, right? So I just see someone here is trying to pull out a few more messages. I see that this person, because I see the 633 is that this person needs to prioritize something else in their life to get balance. And what they need to prioritize is to love themselves first. To be able to love themselves first, the tower has to fall. Because they have not really, this person here has not been in touch with their feelings for a very long time. Because of their surroundings has never really let them. Something happened to them as a child, and when they grow up, they haven't really experienced, maybe they got pulled into like an adulthood at a very young age here. All right, I'm going to look into you. I'll be right back. Sorry, I had to take a break there. It's kind of very heavy energies around here. I pick up that this has to do with a self-sabotage more than anything else. I am seeing a scenario here of someone that, again, they invest, they are following law and order, they are fair. But there is something about an addiction that they could keep, and that is very damaging to their health. And if there could be, you could hear of this person being in hospital, you could hear about this person. There is they are very stubborn. I'll pull another card. They are very stubborn. Also, I see that because they're putting so much, they have to bite their tongue to do something, to invest in something. It's not really, allowing them to flourish or move forward because they want to move fast forward here. This self-sabotage is like a lot. So it could be, again, an addiction. It could be that this person has, it's like they treat other people well around them as well. It doesn't have to be someone that they are addicted, then they act out. I see it as a self-sabotage more than anything else. They could do it in silence. So they do the bare minimum, and that it doesn't always have to be even. They can find an excuse as well. It doesn't even have to be that they're doing something they hate, but there is a big block. So actually, something about the Hierophant, they could also have lost someone at some point in their life, maybe a parent, right, or a sibling that they also are in denial of losing, and that's when they caught the addiction, but they don't admit that to themselves. The world is falling apart. I'll pull a few more cards here to find out. I do feel that this person could have Virgo, strong earth elements in their chart, for sure. Okay, I'm going to use these. I usually use these at the end, but what is the issue here? Because see, they know it is a problem. They know it, but they don't admit it to anyone. They don't admit it to anyone outside, because they then say, well, if the tradition would know, or there's a hierarchy, no, I'll have to get punished. I will lose it. They will lock me up, maybe, right? Because their health is in jeopardy. So because their intentions is, they know that, okay, if they lose the addiction, they will be able to live a different life. They will also be able to say, oh, well, I don't really enjoy being here. So someone around them as well. So it is like a catch, what is it, catch 22. So this person have an environment around them which says it could be very nice environment. Someone isn't really bothering them, or it's almost a little bit like they have gotten used to your person being this way. They could have been around your person for a very long time, so they haven't really seen their addictions. They are letting them get away with it. So that, but no one is helping them before something serious is happening. Okay, please give me some additional messages for their intentions. Okay, yeah. It has to do with drinking or something like that. I see that they don't have the strength. They don't have the strength to do what they want to do here alone. Actually, a tower here will happen. They have also abused their power. Death. Hanged man. A sacrifice here. See, there is they have not started a transformation yet, and the tower has to tear it apart. Something to do with the emperor and someone that, if there is a person around them, it's like abusing their power. But I don't really see so much that it is an abuse. They are also, they're suffering a loss. Someone could suffer a loss of a child, or not they were meant to have a child. Maybe it did fall through because of their own addiction as well. It says here they need to get help from, someone here needs to get help. But this person's very, very stubborn. Yeah. The Hanged Man. They could be awake at night. They don't sleep. So it's like, they don't sleep here. Someone very, very stubborn. They actually know that they would have to break free, or someone would have to helicopter them out of somewhere. I'm also seeing a helicopter. Unfortunately, with this person here, you might hear from them when they have gone through a tower moment, and unfortunately not everyone will make it out of there. I mean, it's something quite serious is happening to them. It's an addiction that they don't even admit that they have got, right? Because they're saying, well, look at me, I'm here every day. Yes, I do feel bad. I do not attend to, because with the 633, it's also an area in their life, it says that they're not paying attention to, and that is love. They are not giving attention to love. They are not really nurturing, because they do not love themselves. So this person could be someone that they could be generous enough. They could communicate a lot. Their energy could be flirtatious, and they could look like they have money as well. But behind this is a chaos going on, and they're playing with their own health in a big way. But they're not letting anyone help them, or they're not even. They would literally, I'm hearing them. They have to get helicopter out of there. That's what I'm getting. I hear the sound of helicopter. All right, let's look into you, my dear twins. So the High Priestess, the Hierophant here and the High Priestess, because they are denying this spiritual journey, or they have been denying it, right? You are going to, again, the energy of your other half, it's going to be felt by you. You could feel the High Priestess. Yeah, you feel this person's havoc. You feel what they are going through. Some of you could be very sort of, you are always in touch with them in the 5D. It could prevent you from sleeping. Some of you could get a crystal ball reading. I don't know if anyone does that. It's quite rare. Some of you could have crystals, or read crystals, or something to do with having the crystals is very healing right now, especially a round shape. You know the potential of your twin because you know the potential of you. Perhaps you have gone through a similar situation in the past. Sometimes that can happen to twin flames as well. You haven't got any judgment here, but you are healing them from a distance. But you had to lose them to love you. Now, this could be an Aries. You have taken a leap, you have walked away from them emotionally as well, and you are keeping away from this person. Now, your intentions is to take the high road. Your high road for you at the moment is to prioritize yourself. It's saying here that you have chosen to have faith in your person on a distance. Only then you can have faith in them. I'm picking up. You could unconsciously know what's going on with them, and that you don't really have a say in their life. But if you actually appear in their life, I'm picking up, they will feel better, but then they will also continue something to do with an addiction as well, because the devil will say they get that supply. It's really weird. This person is very, very stubborn. Like really, really stubborn. It's something that I just see someone that they could be outspoken to their surroundings, and there will be someone they say to, okay, I do this, but the reason I do that is that. So when that is over, they could say, well, when I paid my duties here, when that's over, I'll skip whatever is blocking, right? But that's not the truth. They are in major denial, major denial, like out of this world denial. And it's a contrast because they're very much concerned about their looks and how their image is, but then they are destroying like their soul or their health with what they're doing, right? When they don't have to do that. So that's of course what addiction can bring. So how you are taking there's a new chapter, a new leap, a new you, I'm seeing. So whilst you are in this hermit mode from your person here, you are moving into a very powerful here. You have reset yourself. You will reset yourself, but even you have to rest here. There is a hurdle that you have to overcome. There is a 10 of, let me see here. Yeah, wow. Some of you unconsciously is that you have walked away from them. You might not, and that's the thing with twin flames, that because you switch on and off, the love for yourself, let's say, when you put that love towards yourself, so your counterpart is not getting that attention. So there was a time where they did get that attention, but all that attention is on yourself. And at the minute, when it comes to your twin journey, you don't really look at them as a romantic partner anymore. That's how you feel at the moment. You don't really look at them and saying, well, now I kind of look at this person almost as a relative or sibling in a way, which you could feel like that's weird. I mean, it's like you just look at it. It's some of you are just thinking, where did my feelings for them go? I feel like that was someone that I fancied a long time ago. Yes, I have been on a journey here, and I am ready to start a new chapter here, which you are very proud of. You're proud of your achievements, but you haven't really, in a way as well, I'm seeing that you have avoided the connection, avoided your feelings. So even though you don't have the addiction stuck to it, it also says, the 633, it says you also require a balance in an aspect that what you don't think you need. Because even when you do something that is, okay, this is great, let's say that you struggle to attain abundance, you struggle with that, and you found that abundance, but now you are spending too much time on it, so therefore you are saying, well, I don't need any of the other stuff, because look what that got me. I don't even need people around me. I find when I have people around me, they're just a lot of noise. But here as well with the Hierophant, it says even to you, okay, it's to take a look at the the whole range of elements in your life that does make up that balance. So it's something that you are avoiding as well. They're avoiding, or they are thinking that love don't exist. You are avoiding being confronted with feelings in a way, and you are saying, well, I have that love towards myself. I've taken a new leap. So there is a something in that for both, because again, this person is your other half. So that can also be a bit sort of provoke you to even, it's like you are almost saying they are not like me at all. So it's that they are opposite in a way of productivity, for instance, where you are someone that knows how to be productive. You are someone that know how to attain your abundance and accumulate it into wealth as well. But there has been a long time of separation. Again, you could see number 1111. I do see that you do not expect the transformation from this person. For some of you are dealing with someone, they are, because they're faced with a serious health issue, they will be getting the news or, you know, a doctor saying, oh, I hate to break it to you, either you do this or you know, there will be no guaranteed or what will happen to you next, something like that. They will get that wake-up call, but they would have to do, it's more than a wake-up call. This person is in us. For many of you, you can't even tell on this person how bad a situation is, because they're also having a reset. You know, when something hits the fan, it needs to reset. It needs to reset and start over. That could be any, you know, in any aspect of life, right? But here, for you, the reset is not to turn your back to everything, to feel that you have to get closure. You have in your mind that, see here, turned away, right? You have in your mind saying, when I turn away, and you believe that is them, my life is going to be perfect. But it's not really, again, because then you are saying the same as they do when they say, oh, my, you know, I worship my religion, I do what's right, as long as I do my duties there. Who cares what's going on in here, right? They must forgive me. Or in your case, it's a bit more that you have been avoiding a situation. There, whatever you avoid, it means why are you avoiding it, right? It can be so, we go through our life at different stages with anything, and I would say once we stop avoiding it, you realize you need that. Exactly what you're avoiding is what you need the most, but it requires to address it. So you are on that final realization of what is it that you need to address. It can actually be something very small. We'll find out what that is. For you, it can be, all right, I wanna turn to my person to see, or is there any communication from them, or there's something that you are trying to avoid. But we have the Fool everywhere. Spirits and angels, please give me additional messages. We would like to know the outcome, the most likely outcome for this twin flame union in November 2023. The Fool again, see? A reset. The Fool again here. You did make the most out of leaving someone out in the cold. You found help within your own temple. And the temple that you have established within you, you do no longer have to hide. You are very strong. You're able to take this new beginning. The Fool, why is the Fool? What does it resemble? Yeah, it is to say, look, it is to open up to something small, whatever that is for you. It is something that you have been avoiding. Whatever it is, you will know what it is. For some of you, it could be you turn off every line of communication that anyone can have to you. Maybe you even change your address. It could be something extreme just because you are saying, I want to focus on myself. So you are, that could be, you might also have, reached, you reached a place in your life where you are comfortable, but you are saying, no, I don't want to risk sharing it because I could risk a sabotage. You feel that there are energies around you that are there to betray you, that are there to cause obstacles, or you feel that you are, I don't really see any fear. You don't have fear, but you have ignored something that is important. And maybe something was consuming you in the past, and something that you have to face is a big deal, it seems. You could also have it's just something to do with communication. You could think, oh, I've ignored someone for so long now that if I reach them, they will be very angry, which is not the case. This could be friends, family, something like that. Two of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. The wheel turned. You took a leap towards yourself. You stayed in hermit mode for so long that you think that that was the solution to walk away from love, right? So that you can start over. You've experienced something that is painful. At the moment, I see that it is your person, your counterpart, that experiencing this pain that you have experienced. Yeah. Unfortunately here, this person of yours, they are going to stay on this path of self-destruction for a little longer. I also see that this has to do with actually you being face-to-face with them in a, well, as much as possible face-to-face with them. It says here to deal with the you have been in hermit long enough when it comes to this person, right? So, okay, that could be in many scenarios. So it could be, you might say, oh no, this person here has a restraining order, I cannot see them. Or it's, what I mean here is that if you are on a twin flame journey and you know that you're on a twin flame journey and you are here listening to the reading, it is something about you knowing that you might have to look at what you are avoiding with them. That does not mean you are picking up the phone and saying, hi, I'm here waiting for you. I'm at your service. It's not that. It is something else. It is about a wound that you might have to look at that is within you. Or maybe there is a reminder when you look at them. When you open up to maybe see this person in a 3D-ish way, it's not really about what you see. Oh, you have to see that this person is with someone else or that. It's not that. It just has to do with it has to do with something you find it is a burden. I think that what you will see is that someone have not changed, and you are saying, how can they be my twin flame when they haven't even done nothing to change? So you don't want to see it, and it could be a reminder of, because a twin flame journey, you have experienced sometimes similar journeys in the past, not always. That could be in your past life, but there is a reason why the connection is in place. I see here for you, it's more of an irritation and saying, how can they not have used this golden opportunity to change? How could it let so long time pass, and I look at them and they haven't done anything to change? So you could be frustrated, you could take it as a self-criticism and say, they don't look at me as a role model. There is some kind of reaction within you. It's something like that. It's just something like that they are triggering in you, that you are taking on as your mistake or something like that. Or it's more of you're irritated with them. You just think that, how there's going to be this reaction, how can they not have evolved? But actually, if you look at your own life path, it says here, you might have also been stuck maybe somewhere in a past life, or maybe it was something that you took a long time to develop, where other people could have said, how? So it's that. But because now you have healed, because you are where you are, and because last time you were in interacting with your twin flame, since last time I see that you have gone through a lot. Productivity, change, right? Involvement. You could have gone from not owning something to really owning something of very, materialistic, a house, flat, or upgrade with the 10 of, with the 9 of here, Pentacles. Perhaps you have a lot more materialistically to show for. So you are saying, well, I have all this to show for. There's something within you. You will see and look at them and you think, wow, why? Why did I have to get them, right? Why did I have to get the worst one? It's almost like you will be so annoyed that you were paired up with the worst one. It's that you are annoyed, and you could say, I do not have feelings for them. I don't care what happens to them. They are a hot mess and I don't care about them. But there, again, if this is your twin flame, regardless of, because you are not always in a relationship with them, there is something that you will see that you know is a burden. And when you see it, there is a shift. There is a shift here. You are just, you will see, you could open your eyes or be witness to a chaotic chapter for your person. That's what I'm picking up. And it's like night, you are like night and day, but you are irritated when you see it. You're going to, it's more that, it's not hurtful, it's you're irritated, you're angry with them. But again, when it comes to twin flame journey, this could be something that you will face with yourself. So it's coming back to the 9 of Wands. So, right, you could be sort of, if you analyzing your situation, there will be something that you have also done for too long, maybe where other people will say, oh my gosh, they've been carrying these burdens for way too long. Why? It's just something like that. You could also feel a bit defensive as well. The Queen of Wands, when a pairing is that, talk to the hand, right? I am out here, yeah, but I'm not out here for you, just so you know it. So you have this sort of fun, fierce way about you. There is a lot of, we come Sagittarius season as well. You could be out to have fun too. You're taking a new leap. A cycle is resetting. we're going to look more into the deeper aspects here of what's happening before the next chapter starts. I mean, the next reading. All right, the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Wands and the Two of Wands. The Four of Cups. It is addressing why love is no longer important. So, a Queen of Swords. There is no communication. There's fear of showing emotions as well for too long. The Five of Swords, right? It is that, no, I'm not showing emotions, but knowing that there is a wish fulfillment here as well. I see someone young is around you. Someone young is around you. Because you are in this Queen of Wands, so your surroundings, yeah, there's energies around you that is very happy to see you. But your person, it could also be there is a your person, where are they? It's like your person is missing. They could be missing. Like, I see that for some of them, you might not even see them. There's the calling to see them. For many of them, they could be in a situation where they are in an institution, perhaps. Like such as in a rehab. Yeah. Unfortunately, with this person here, your person, your counterpart, I see that the tower will fall. It will illuminate the troubles they're in. They will do something about it. They will show their environment that they have everything under control, but they have not got everything under control. They are going to stay in this cycle one more time. So this could be to do with a relapse. It doesn't have to do with the classical addictions, but they will have a relapse. That's why when you see them, you will not see a change in a way. You could, something about you seeing them not changing, but they have tried, but there will be a relapse. Yeah. So then you will see more of the same. See, someone here is all about when they come out of this, well, when they have a relapse, you will see, it's something about you will actually bump into them when they have this relapse, and they are going to be all about letting out some steam. They could be as they used to be. They could give you a lot of attention. You're receiving a lot of attention here from them, but you are seeing that they have not really changed. You might see a Libra. They could seem very cold in a way. I see this person here is almost like missing. I don't know. It's a weird reading today, I would say. Hang on. Yeah. With the Magician here, but it's in reverse. They try to get you to, let's say, be in their life on their terms. That's the term of the devil energy. That's the term where they say, well, I give you attention, you're my wish fulfillment, what more do you want? The Tower, yes. They are going through a tower moment, and you will witness someone falling. Someone that is a Gemini here could be very, very manipulative towards someone as well, your person. I'm also picking up for many of you that this person thought that they will never hear from you. So there is a wish fulfillment. I do see someone leaving a Scorpio. There was a choice between a Scorpio and you. There was a choice between a Scorpio, a Gemini, and you. I see that you will experience a wish fulfillment in love as well, because we have here the King of Cups. You have an opportunity here to start over. This person could have a Scorpio in their chart. They could be younger than you, but they actually appear more mature. There will be a lot of fun in the month to come as well. I'm picking up around you especially. I also see that your person here, they are in a place where they are not able to have fun because they're dealing with this health issue. So I'm going to pull a few cards. See, overall, there is a big change in your life when it comes to a wish fulfillment, and something that you have manifested for yourself. This is coming true for you. So it's a very positive Tower moment that is happening, and it has also to do with you being very fierce and bold and taking that leap. I see that if you have not considered anyone else than your twin flame, and you were not really even interested in dating someone, I would say that there is an important encounter. For some of you, you could move into a relationship. Everything will be all right. Please trust me. I am scared. I get too nervous. The thought of you with someone else it drives me insane. I hope you don't find out. I've been watching your social media. I can't stop thinking about you. You're always in my dreams. I regret walking away. So that's your twin flame talking to you. I'll make it up to you if you let me. I promise you that I'm going to be better. Please don't hate me for ghosting you. You didn't deserve it. I am really sorry about everything. And my heart is yearning for you. I don't deserve you at all. I hate this distance between us. It doesn't feel good. So it is clear here through the Hermit, through the spiritual path, through the transformation which the Tower is bringing, that someone is becoming independent, but they have to face a downfall when it comes to the devil energy, right? So you will know if you're dealing with a Scorpio, Virgo, Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, there is a big change here, and when you face them, right, you will experience a change, but not for everyone. It says here as well, when you face this person, again, you need to face something to do with their energy. And for many of you, you could come into sort of their last hurdle when they're changing. They could also have given up on you. So when I just see it's weird, is as if they're caught red-handed. So they could think that for someone, they have given up on reconnecting with you because they ghosted you and then you left, right? And they are just now self-sabotaging, and they are sort of very upset and angry, and they taking it out on themselves. And then when you appear, suddenly they have a purpose again. So it's something positive that is happening, but you will see this person at first glance. When you connect with them, you will just say, oh gosh, they haven't changed, they haven't tried, I can't even consider being with this person. For those of you that are considering a relationship, you just see that is absolutely impossible, right? so it's going to be different for all of you, but a big change nevertheless. But you see here as well, she's taking off the hood. She's ready to look at whatever she needs to look at, or he needs to look at. So it's not gender specific, but an amazing transformation is happening. And the Five of Wands that you see is an obstacle is not really an obstacle. Anything else? Yeah, with the Justice, someone here have to serve, yeah, they have to invest until they've planted all their seeds, right? And then they're let off. See, there's a contract here, soulmate tie. We have strong Aries energy. Now, it has to do with also healing, right? For many of you, you will come into contact with your twin flame. For those of you that know your twin flame well, you've been in a relationship with them before, you've been in a separation. I see that those of you that have definitely could move into a union. You realize you cannot be without each other in terms of your everyday life. But it is a final hurdle here. But it says when you take a look at them, don't just judge yourself for it. Don't judge yourself for it, because it's their hurdle to overcome. It could actually be very surprising what you will face. Yeah, it's a positive surprise. Because when you look at them, I'm getting that on my repeat as well. When you look at them, yeah, you will just, when you look at them straight away, you will see they have not changed. Oh, I wish I didn't bother. The Tower is happening and it's affecting the whole dynamic here. It is for you to face one another. I will clarify here to see the Knight of Wands. Why is the Knight of Wands here? I would say there's a transformation around the Knight of Wands. They are, even though they look like the same, well, they look like the same person. Of course, you can't always see it on the outside. Also, there was a quick ending I'm seeing as well. And the quick ending in this connection here, it made you having to face your fears and uncertainty about this union. But you now have established a faith, inner faith, where you are strong enough, bold enough to handle anything that is thrown your way. And again, I'm getting this song, I had to lose you to love me. I almost maybe had to hate you to love me, right? The shadow side here. Someone is in their shadow side, holding on to it, living in illusion. Again, someone could be in a codependent relationship, perhaps, as well. I do see someone that, if you're dealing with a fire sign, if you're dealing with a fire sign, I'm picking up that, again, there is a chaos they are going through, and when you see it, you will be like, oh no, they don't look good. They could have, beard, they haven't shaved for a long time. They look a bit like Robinson Crusoe. Or it's like you could turn up, or you see this person lashing out at someone. I'm just saying that there will be a moment where you decide to take off that hood and look at them, and whatever you look at, it's that, wow, really? Is that my counterpart? Oh no, why? I wish I never looked at them. Why? It's something, but keep looking. You also have to be confronted with that shadow side, because it also belongs to you. Now, spiritually, it doesn't mean that you will move forward with them. So for you, when you look at it, however, it will also make you address what changes you need to make as well. It's also for you someone could reveal their addictions, right? So perhaps feel some kind of resentment towards someone, and you're like, oh, you know, you have me as a guidance, or why, I just don't understand, why would you not? This is someone that also has a habit, right, that they cannot break even though they want to. It's something like something as extreme as if you're putting it in an extreme way, someone that have an addiction when they're pregnant and they don't stop, they still go through with addiction, and the child might still be fine, right? So it's that someone that will not give up an addiction because they can't, because they're addicted when it's something that important. I'm not saying that is the case, but it's just that you are very frustrated with this person's journey. However, put the frustration away. Let's not forget the focus on something miraculous is happening around you. Abundance is here because you have worked hard for it. Celebrations are also here. You are connecting with family, again, enjoying family time as well. People from your past. You are becoming a leader for many of you. You are giving someone faith. You are giving someone hope by the way you behave, the way you carry yourself. So you have your surroundings looking up to you, but then it's about something to do with your counterpart. You are sort of, gosh, why of all people that I need them to prioritize their change, but you cannot control that part. So that's a bit complicated. It has to do with them. It's like the final investment, what they have to do here. A tower moment is happening. Again, I see it has to do with their health, where they have to look themselves in a mirror and say, wow, I survived this. This person could be saying that I'm seeing a cat with 9 lives. Maybe they're born the year of the rabbit, or I'm going to find some Chinese cards here. So it's a contrast here, because actually you will be feeling, I would say that you feel very accomplished. You are just fed up with avoiding someone because of their mayhem. It could be as well. It's something that annoys you more than pains you. If you know the difference, it's that, why? Why do I have to witness this person when everything else is so good in my life? Why did this person have to be that little stone in my shoe? But that stone in my shoe is the one that I want to change the most. Year of the Ox could be significant here. Year of the Tiger as well. So I will do it this way this time. We're going to pull a white one. So significant energies is happening in the month of Scorpio. So Year of the Ox, I did get that before. Year of the Horse, so your person could be Year of the Horse or Year of the Ox. Those two are very strong energies. Year of the Ox is someone that's very productive often. They have Capricorn energy. You often see many Year of the Ox very successful, very, very successful, because they are also down to earth with Capricorn in their chart. But they don't always follow their intuition. They don't have that strong intuition sometimes. But again, I'm not reading of facts, right? It's just my observation. So you might be the Year of the Ox and say, oh, that is BS. It's just something I'm picking up about your person, all right? But with the horse, this person, so this is someone that could look very handsome. Both Year of the Horse and Year of the Ox have strong, very defined features. Often Year of the Horse can be bisexual or gay. Year of the Ox is someone that can be very, again, you see them often as leaders. They are very productive. They can do a lot at once as well. They don't really like criticism very, very well. They don't take it very well. They could also, same as the horse, be someone that when you look at them in action, you think that, well, they know their shit, don't even disturb them. But there is something about, so for example, with the Year of the Ox, a soothing energy to the Year of the Ox is the Year of the Monkey. because they soothe the year of the ox. They give them attention. They look at the year of the ox as in that they have vulnerability, whereas many can look at the year of the ox as someone that doesn't have any vulnerability. The same is with the year of the horse. That's why often the year of the horse will go along with the year of the dog, year of the tiger, because they know how to stroke them the right way here, because they see the year of the horse also as someone that's vulnerable. So again, some information there. Year of the horse also resembles Geminis. It's someone that could be very creative as well. They can talk a lot. They can talk too much. Or this is someone that seems very confident by the way they talk, but they don't always carry this confidence through. So you could be born the year of the tiger. Year of the tiger, that's Aquarius. Year of the goat as well is very strong here. Now, I'm going to find these cards. So I know we focused a lot about your person as well today. But yeah, I can't emphasize enough here that the work that you've been going through is not for nothing. You will be rewarded. But because you have worked so hard to level up, to give that love to yourself, ironically, now you find yourself in a place saying, I don't feel anything at all. So that could be frustrating as well, right? So it's something about you, I don't feel anything. I feel numb. I feel great. I'm in good health. I feel that I'm on a spiritual journey. I see the materialistic gain that I'm achieving. I'm seeing that if I compare myself to a year ago, how I was, in a way you see the change. So many of you could have been again on a spiritual path. You have grown, you have learned something as well that have made you more skilled. But so it has to do with releasing, something about release, right? To experience the love and the release. It has to be a tower often that brings about the release. So your person could be struggling with finances. So if you see here, they want to be independent. They want to have finances to show for, but maybe they are struggling there. They're not attaining the financial wealth as fast as they planned to. I'm seeing because they are a bit slow and also not really accepting their surroundings. I'm picking up. So you're dealing with someone that also tend to use their looks in a way of getting attention, or they are lacking in certain aspects of their life, and then by letting their hair down or getting attention to their looks, that's they feel that's their value, but they're not really using it in the right way. I do definitely think that this reading has come to an end. We'll pull a few more cards. A Scorpio is significant around you, and Aries is significant around you. In the next 3 months, many of you will come into a situation with someone where you will be offered a relationship. The person you come into contact with, it's again, you will pick up that, oh, this is someone that I could consider a relationship with. However, because you, in your feelings, you are very connected here to the person from your past, your twin flame, you find yourself here, okay, there's a conflict, or you're trying to avoid facing your feelings basically as well. So you are sort of here saying, well, if I haven't faced my person, I don't feel anything, that means I'm ready to move into another relationship. But how can you know what your feelings are if you haven't faced them? But because you have gotten used to not having any feelings or triggers by your twin flame doesn't mean they are gone. So it's something here that you have to face. Page of Cups, someone could invite you out for a date. Some of you will have to catch up on a mental rest as well. Yeah. We have the swords here. Why is the 9 of swords? Oh no, it starts again. I see the 5 of swords, the 9 of swords belong to your person. The 3 of wands and the 4 of swords belongs to you. Okay, yeah. You will find yourself on a crossroads with your twin flame, with your destiny. Yes, they are your destiny. Because of a new connection coming towards you. Also, it says that regardless of what happens around you in your love life and the next steps that you will take in your life, it is very important here to get rest, which is hard to get in the everyday life. That means that the rest that you require, that is important. It says do not ignore this rest. You must pay attention to the rest, otherwise you could face the Tower. I see that you have attained a lot of material wealth here, or you are about to go through a new hurdle, something like that. But it says that if you're depleting yourself, you will not be able to see clearly about the opportunity. It's important, but also here it's something about the rest, whatever that is to you. We all know what that is to us, I suppose. For many of us, it's actually screen time. How much screen time we can go through that can make us a little bit numb, not having not live it out in the nature as much as we. But I see it's not something serious, but they are making a decision here to choose to pursue this connection as a way out of their misery here. They are I see that they don't know their feelings at the moment because of their obstacles, and that could be you as well. So for them it is to cut the addiction. They will not be able to say how they will feel before they do. This is what I'm seeing. And the same is with you as well. It's something about after, yeah, I'm getting it very clearly. After you have received, well, the rest, you will have a different perspective. So it could be something very small, like getting a series of massages, or it's something small for you actually that will bring a lot to your life, and especially your wish fulfillment. It will bring you where you want to be. It's quite amazing actually. You have something that you really, really will treasure and adore and you want. Your person, they have to remove a mask, and the mask is about them. They have to heal a part of them that has to do with an obsession that they think has become them. At the moment, I'm just seeing here, a Gemini could be significant around them as well. See, they are telling themselves, because they are in this state of mind, that they are only thinking of you because their attraction physically to you. But they will come to know and admit once and for all, once the structure is torn down, when they face the real self, when they remove the toxic thinking, the toxic substance, right? They will know. They will know who you are, because they're numbing themselves, right? And it will happen fast. It's something that will happen very, very fast. It has to do with an ending. I also see, as a last message here, some of them could have try to move on to another relationship because they don't have access to you. They think that the separation is just going to be forever, or I cannot level up, but that will be their change, and they're walking out like at the door as soon as they get an opportunity with you. That is for a few of you as well. That's happening like that. But you have here their journey and their forward, you know, it's like a forward movement in love, basically has to do with you. So I see there is a choice of a path that is happening with you, and that path actually is very exciting. You have got the most out of this twin flame journey. You will find yourself in the next 2 months especially, you are going to face the last hurdle. You are going to really connect with your faith. You are going to improve your routine. I'm seeing you are willing to do what it takes, basically, to ensure that you have the balance and that you complete your transformation. So dear twin flames, as always, this reading was very long, but I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much, and sending you so much love, and have a wonderful weekend.